Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain the Gratuity software, like how to fill the form correctly to avoid common mistakes. Basically, the main focus will be on the essential do's and don'ts for a smooth and successful submission. So here, this is the login form. The user ID and passwords will be the same as we have for PF. After logging into the software, the first thing we will see is the dashboard, where the number of cases is categorized based on their status: active, submitted, in progress, rejected, and completed. Here, all of these links are clickable. Like here, each status represents a specific stage of process from form filling to final approval. As we all know, in gratuity, there are indeed 4 cases: resignation, retirement, termination, and death. These are the scenarios in which an employee becomes eligible for gratuity benefits. Like here, we have 2 active, we have here 2 active cases, and so on. From this hamburger menu, we can select a particular case. See, it is very important to select the correct case, as some schools make the mistake of choosing the wrong case. Instead of filling the retirement case, they mistakenly select resignation and hence fill the wrong form. So we have to make sure we select the correct case before filling the form. Right now, I will explain these 4 cases one by one briefly so that the video doesn't become too long and you don't find it boring to watch. So let's start with the resignation. Click on this resignation menu. When we click on the resignation option through the hamburger menu, a grid form will display all the forms, all the filled forms at once. So here this add button allows us to create a new form, and all the previously filled forms will, with their respective details like teaching type, status, payment order, comment, rejected, employee code, name, designation, all these details will be shown in this grid area. Here we can use the search feature to filter the form based on the status. Like if we select here active, we will search. See, all the active cases will be shown. We can also search the records by name or mobile number. And these search options make it easier to retrieve the records. So first thing, I will explain the meaning of these different type of status. In the software, we have basically 6 type of status, as we can see here: active, submitted, in progress, rejected, and this approved and finalized. I will explain the meaning of each status one by one. First, let's start with the active status. Now, the active status of a form is active. So if our form is active, it's referred to the case where the school has initiated the form filling process, but the form has not been submitted yet. As a result, the admin or head office won't be able to see our form. In short, we have not yet sent the form to the admin. Our next or second status is submitted. If we submit the active form, if we submit the active form, it means we have sent the form to the admin. At this stage, the status of a form will be changed from active to submitted, and now we cannot open the form. As we can see here, for active form, this ID is clickable, but for submitted form, this is not clickable. So we cannot open the ID here. Now, how can we review our form? There's a solution for this. Basically, when we final submit our form, a PDF file is generated, which we can also download at the time of final submission. If we wish to view the PDF file again, just simply select the form for which we want to download the PDF file and click on the download submitted form button. Here the pop-up screen, this pop-up screen allows us to download the file. And when we click on this download file option, our PDF file gets downloaded. We can go to this download section and we can here we can review all the details filled in the form. So this download submitted form link will work for all other statuses as well, except this active status. Because in the active status, our form is not submitted, and without submission, the PDF file cannot be generated. Now let's understand the meaning of third status, which is in progress. Here, this is in progress. Basically, it means that this form has reached the admin, and admin is currently processing your form. It's as simple as that. Now the fourth status is completed or approved. If fill the form correctly and meet all the requirements, so then the admin will approve this form. And here approved means that admin has approved our form. Opposite to this, if the form is not correct or not fulfilling the requirements, then admin has the right to reject the form, and hence our fifth status, right? Rejected is our fifth status. And if our form gets rejected, here the grid we have the here if the form is rejected, here in the grid we have a column named rejected, and if we click on this link, it shows the number of rejections. Like this form has rejected 3 times, and by clicking on this link, we can view the rejection date along with the rejection remarks. The admin will provide the reason for rejection and information on unfulfilled requirements. Correct all the mentioned issues before resubmitting the form. To resubmit the form, we can open the form by clicking on this ID of a rejected form. Fulfill all the requirements mentioning in the rejected comments, and then click on this last tab, that is final submit. Accept the condition and click on this final submit button. So here 254 ID, I have again submitted the form. And if I go back to the grid, this 254, the status from rejected changed to submitted. In this way, we can resubmit our form. Now our final and last status is finalized. It's finalized. This will be the last stage of our gratuity claim process. If the status of a form is finalized, it means that our form has been signed by the director and the payment order against the particular ID has been generated. To view the payment order, simply double click on this view button given under the payment order column. This is the payment order, we can download it. So now let's see what things we need to keep in mind while filling out the form. So when we add any new form, like here I'm adding a new form. Here we can see only employee details tab, this employee details tab. Only this tab is accessible and all other tabs, we cannot access these tabs. There is no information in these tabs. Only the employee detail tab is accessible here. So So first of all, we have to save this employee detail form. Then only we can access these tabs. To clear this point, let me show an active case. Yeah. Where the employee details are saved. And in this case, all other tabs are accessible. Service book, LWP, ROP, transfer details, last paid on, bank details, upload documentation. It's a good idea to check the upload document section and go through the complete list of required documents. Once we know which documents are needed, we can prepare them with authorized signatures. For some of the documents, annexes are also available under sample documents. Under the sample documents, so make sure to prepare a document according to the given annexure. Now let's quickly check the do's and don'ts for each tab. For the employee details, here employee name should be selected correctly. Make sure to check the employee PF code mentioning against the name of the employee. Okay, this is employee name and this is the PF code of that employee. In many cases, the employee name could be the same, so please do check employee PF code as well to ensure that we have chosen the correct employee name. Ensure that mobile number is of 10 digits. Here, email ID should be in the correct format. PIN code should be in correct format and must be of 6 digits. Here, the correct notice period month. Here the correct notice period month should be selected, as on the basis of this notice period month, the notice period salary amount. Here, this notice period salary amount will be calculated in case of immediate and partially served notice period. So select notice period according to your school's criteria. If school has 3 months notice period, then select the 3 month notice period and so on. And here, if an employee has any transfer detail, then make sure to select the yes in this drop down menu. As transfer school detail tab, this transfer school detail tab will only get active when we have selected yes in this field. See here, there is no save button, but once I'll select yes here and save this. And now if I'll go to the transfer school detail, there's a save button and I can add the row, fill these details and then save the transfer school detail. One more thing, for any fields where we need to enter date, make sure to not manually enter the date. Instead, we use the date picker to select the date. Now, our next tab is service book LWP. In this, we have to fill all LWP entries. To add multiple entries, click on this add row button. On the basis of our LWP entries, total period of leave without pay during the entire period of service will be calculated. Now here the next tab is service book ROP. Here also we can add multiple rows by clicking on this add button. Make sure to fill all the required details Make sure to fill all the required details before adding a new row. Like if I have not filled this row and I'm clicking on this add row, it gets an error message that all fields are required. Now here on the basis of ROP entries and LWP entries, qualifying period of service till date of acceptance of resignation will be calculated. This transfer school detail date tab I have already mentioned how we can make this form active. Now in last pay drawn salary structure, we have to fill the last drawn salary details of an employee. On the basis of these information, gratuity and leave encashment amount will be calculated. Now here this bank detail. Under bank details, make sure all the details are filled correctly. Under the upload document section, ensure we upload all the required documents as asked by DVCMC following the correct headings. Here, all documents are mandatory to upload except this miscellaneous document. In case we feel that beside of these headings, there is any other document that needs to be sent to the head office, then we can upload that document under miscellaneous document. Otherwise, this document can remain empty. In case of form rejection, if a specific document is requested by DVCMC, which does not fall under any of these headings, we can upload that document under miscellaneous document. And if you think you have uploaded the wrong document, let's say I have uploaded. So here I'm just uploading a sample document. Just select the file and click on this upload button. And now I'm thinking that this uploaded document is wrong and I want to delete it. But we don't need to delete this. Please note that we can always replace the document before submission. When we choose file to upload it, now here if I'm selecting on this choose file. So now it will replace the previous one. And since all documents are mandatory to upload, there is no requirement of a delete option here. And there may be cases that documents under these headings, for example, let's say this ad hoc service certificate is not applicable to an employee who is directly appointed on regular basis and does not have any ad hoc service certificate. In this case, we can create a formal letter in which we can create a formal letter in school's letterhead mentioning that the employee doesn't have any ad hoc service certificate as she was directly appointed on regular basis. This letter should be signed by school authority and upload that letter under this ad hoc service certificate. So if there are any such cases where no required documents is available, then prepare a letter explaining the situation and upload that letter into the particular heading. So the next important point to note is that this section we have two categories of documents, this employee document and school document. Employee document will vary from employee to employee, but school documents will remain the same for all employees. So when we upload school document for any one form, then there is no need to upload these documents again and again for new forms. The previously uploaded school documents will be already uploaded for all new forms. There are some do's and don'ts that we need to keep in mind while uploading documents. First, upload all documents using a scanning machine for clear visibility. Refrain from taking pictures of documents using mobile phones, as pictures taken from mobile might be very clearly visible. Second, don't upload incorrect documents as this may lead to form rejection. Avoid using special characters in the file name. See, here if I upload the document, let's see. Renaming the file name and adding a special character here. And I'm uploading this document. See, if I viewed my document, this document is not open. So if we upload the document in which there is a special character in the file name, the document will not open. Here, though the document gets successfully uploaded, but when I'm trying to open the document, it is showing an error. So if I'll upload the same document by removing this special character in the file name, now here if I'll open this document, it is opening. There is no issue which we are facing earlier. So don't use any special characters in the file name which we are uploading into this software. Always read this note area. Here we have important points to remember while uploading the document. I'll just show you one case, like how the document should not be. See here, this form is rejected because if we review the rejected comments or note, then we can see that the serial number of employee document, school has uploaded a covering letter instead of ad hoc service certificate. So avoid making these mistakes. So always view your document. Always view your each and every document, like say, yeah. Whether it is clearly visible or it is opening properly or not. Make sure that the documents which you have uploaded is showing or opening successfully. I think now that all the points of resignation have been covered, let's jump to retirement part. Here the grid has same functionality as it does for resignation. The form filling process will also be same. May some fields vary. The headings, the documents which are required under retirement vary, but the process of form filling will be same as we have for resignation. The same goes for termination and death part. And in case of termination, like here, in case of termination, employee cannot claim for leave encashment. So finally, I will just provide you an overview of this report. We can generate a dynamic report. It will allow us to view the number of records for any specific case within a given time range. I'm selecting here. Let's say I want to know the details of resignation form. Here in claim for I've selected gratuity only, and I'll select the date range from and to. And here I can choose the columns which I need to show in my report. And then just click on this generate report. Here, all the cases within this time range will be displayed here. And only these selected columns which I have selected here will be shown here. I can download this report So to conclude the video, I will say filling the gratuity form correctly is crucial to avoid delays and rejection. By following the do's and don'ts outlined in this video, you can ensure a smooth and successful submission process. Remember to verify all uploaded documents and pay attention to rejected remarks to rectify any errors promptly. Thank you for watching, and we hope this tutorial has been helpful. If you have any queries, you can contact Gratuity Department of TAB CMC. Thank you.